Hearty welcome to You Too Can, a channel that will help you to succeed in examinations easily.
So we have already seen about DC transients in RLC circuit and also seen a problem that is under damped case. Okay, now let us see another problem. A series RLC circuit with R equal to 20 ohm, L equal to 10 Henry and C equal to 5 farad has a constant voltage of 100 volt, that is constant voltage, that is DC transients. You have to find the transient current when the switch is closed at t equal to 0. Okay, here there is no information about any initial conditions, so initial conditions must be taken as 0, that is the current through the inductor must be taken as 0 and the voltage across the capacitor, that is 1 by c integral minus infinity to 0 I of t dt, that is the voltage across the inductor capacitor is also taken as 0. So this is the assumption as there is no information about the initial condition, and let's proceed. Okay, now write KVL equation for this equation, that is resistance is 20, L 10 Henry and C equal to 5 farad. So KVL equations, and 20 I of t plus 10 di of t by dt plus 1 by c, that is 1 by 5 integral 0 to t I of t dt. I have directly written this. Okay, will be equal to 100 volt. So we can write it as 1 by 5 0 minus infinity to t I of t dt, and we have to split the interval into two halves, minus infinity to 0 and 0 to t I of t dt, and the previous voltage is taken as 0, so I have written directly as 1 by c integral 0 to t I of t dt equal to 100. Okay, now apply Laplace on both sides. Now it is 20 I of s plus 10 s into I of s minus I of 0 plus I of s by 5s, which is equal to 100 by s. Okay, so here 1 by 5, so 1 by 5 I have written as 0.2 by I of s by s. Okay, equal to 100 by s. Okay, now it is 20 I of s plus 10 s I of s, as I of 0 is taken as 0. Okay, plus 0.2 I of s by s equal to 100 by s. Take this I of s common outside, that is 20 plus 10s plus 0.2 by s equal to 100 by s. So I of s is into, it is 20s plus 10s squared plus 0.2 by s will be equal to 100 by s. This s gets cancelled, so I of s is equal to 100 divided by, while writing this equation in the denominator I am arranging this in the power of s, so 10s squared plus 20s plus 0.2. Now as usual take the coefficient of s squared outside, that is 10 into s squared plus 20 by 10 into s plus 0.2 by 10. Okay, so 100 by 10 is 10 divided by s squared plus 20 by 10 is 2s, 0.2 by 10 is 0.02. Okay, this is your I of s. Okay, now you have to find the roots of this equation and find whether it is underdamped, overdamped or critically damped. Okay, so for that we are going to find the roots of this equation, denominator equation, and split up using partial fraction. So okay, so let us find the roots of this equation using the calculator directly. This is a second degree equation. Okay, so calculator, take the mode equation mode. So equation mode, here it is unknown and you have to press this button to find the degree, and the degree of this equation is 2, so you have to press 2, and the value of a is asked. A is the coefficient of s squared, coefficient of s squared is 1, then coefficient of s is 2, that is b, and coefficient of the constant value is 0.02. So the value of this the roots of the equation we get it. Okay, one root is s is equal to minus 0.01, another root is minus 1.98. Okay, now write this equation as I of s is equal to 10 divided by one root is s plus 0.01, another root is s plus 1.98. Okay, so we can find the roots of the equation by using calculator in the equation mode. Okay, so we get the two roots. The two roots are distinct roots. Okay, so we can proceed. Okay, if we have different roots, the partial fraction is I of s is equal to a by s plus 0.01 plus b by s plus 1.98. Okay, so here a by s plus 0.01 plus b by s plus 1.98. This is your I of s. So left side we have 10 divided by s plus 0.01 into s plus 1.98 will be equal to, take LCM here, the LCM is s plus 0.01 into s plus 1.98. So cross multiply it, a into s plus 1.98 plus b into s plus 0.01. Okay, now the denominator gets cancelled and expand this as plus 1.98a plus bs plus 0.01b. Okay, now as usual compare the s term. When we compare, we get a plus b equal to 0. Then when we compare the constant term, we get 1.98a plus 0.01b will be equal to 10. We have two equations, so find any one a or b from this and we substitute in the second equation, we can find the next term. That's one procedure. Otherwise, these are two equations with unknowns a and b, with two unknowns a and b. So you can solve using equation mode in the calculator. Okay, so for this you have to take the calculator and press mode button, equation mode. Here you have unknowns. For solving the equations, you have to take this unknowns. Here a and b are two unknowns, so you have to press 2. And this a1 is the coefficient of a in the first term. So coefficient of a is 1. And b1 is the coefficient of b in the first equation. And c1 is the constant here, that is 0. Then a2 is the coefficient of a in the second equation, 1.98. And b2 is the coefficient of b in second equation, 0.01. c is the coefficient of the second equation, the constant coefficient, that is 10. So then press, you get the answer, that is the two roots are, that is a is 5.076 and b is minus 5.076. Okay, now substitute it. So I of s is equal to, substitute in this equation, so I of s is equal to 5.076 divided by s plus 0.01 plus minus 5.076 divided by s plus 1.98. Okay, now you can take Laplace inverse. I of t will be equal to the constant 5.076, and what is the Laplace inverse of 1 by s plus 0.01? It is e power minus 0.01t. The next one, minus 5.076, and what is the inverse of 1 by s plus 1.98? E power minus 1.98t. So we can take this 5.076 common outside into e power minus 0.01t minus e power minus 1.98t. Okay. So here the two roots are different, that is 0.01 and 1.9. We can solve like this also. Otherwise you can calculate the value of r by 2l the whole squared and n1 by lc like the previous problem. Compare these two. If it is greater it is underdamped, lesser it is underdamped, greater is it is overdamped. If it is equal, it is critically damped, and if it is greater, that is overdamped, means the roots are distinct. In this case you will get overdamped condition. You can solve like this, okay, and this is the final solution. Okay, hope you have understood this problem. Let's solve another problem in RLC DC transients. Okay, here a series RLC circuit with R equal to 300 ohm, L equal to 1 Henry and C equal to 100 microfarad has a constant voltage of 50 volt applied to it at T equal to 0. So you have to find the maximum value of the current. Okay, maximum value of the current you have to find. So first you have to find the transient current expression, then you have to find the maximum value of the current. Okay, so as usual proceed with it. If you want, you can check this, that is r by 2l the whole squared and 1 by lc. If it is greater or lesser and the roots are distinct or real, overdamped or underdamped, you can check it. Otherwise proceed. If it is not asked to check the condition, you can proceed in your own way. Okay, so now write the KVL equations for this. So we get 300 I of t and initial conditions are assumed to be 0. So directly we can write it 300 I of t plus L1 di of t by dt plus, for capacitance the previous voltage is also taken as 0. So it will be 1 by C, that is 100 into 10 power minus 6 integral from that is in minus infinity to 0 is the previous voltage which is assumed to be 0, there is 0 initial condition. So we can take at from 0 to t I of t dt will be equal to the applied voltage 50. Okay, now apply Laplace. 300 I of s plus 1 di of t by dt means s into I of s minus I of 0, which is already taken as 0, plus that is 1 by 100 into 10 power minus 6, that is 1 by 10 power minus 4 will get. So you can write it as 10 power 4 and integral of I of t dt will be I of s by s, okay, equal to the Laplace of 50 is 50 by s. Okay, now take this I of s common, that is 300 plus s plus 10 power 4 by s will be equal to 50 by s. So I of s into 300s plus s squared plus 10 power 4 by s will be equal to 50 by s. This is cancelled, so I of s is equal to 50 divided by, I have written it in the order, s squared plus 300s plus 10 power 4. Now the power the coefficient of s squared is already 1, so we don't need to take anything outside. So this is the equation. So you have to find the roots of this equation, denominator equation, using calculator. Take the mode, equation mode, you have to go for degree. Here it is a second degree equation, so 2, the coefficient of A is 1, the coefficient of B is 300 and its C is 1 exponential 4 and the value is minus 38.19 and minus 261.8. okay, so the values are, the roots are minus 38.19 and another one is minus 261.8. okay, so the roots are different. While calculating r by 2l the whole squared and 1 by lc, it will be overdamped. Okay, two different roots are obtained here. Okay, now write the equation. I of s is equal to 50 divided by, the roots are s plus 38.19 into s plus 261.8. Okay. Now you have to take partial fraction. So partial fraction for this will be 50 by s plus 38.19 into s plus 261.8 will be a by s plus 38.19 plus b by s plus 261.8. Okay, now take LCM. It is s plus 38.19 into s plus 261.8. Here it is a into s plus 261.8 plus b into s plus 38.19. Okay, it will be equal to 50 divided by this s plus 38.19 into s plus 261.8. Denominator gets cancelled. In the numerator we have 50 equal to as plus 261.8a plus bs plus 38.19b. Okay, now compare s coefficients. We get a plus b will be equal to 0. Compare constant coefficient. We get 261.8a plus 38.19b will be equal to 50. Okay, so now we have two equations. We can easily solve using the calculator. Go to the mode, equation mode. Here we are going to solve this two equations. So take the unknowns, the two unknowns. So coefficient of first equation a is 1, second b is 1 and constant is 0. For the second equation it is 261.8, it is 38.19 and 50. So we get the answer for a as 0.223 and b as minus 0.223. Okay, so the values of a and b are this. Okay, now I of s is equal to a by means 0.223 divided by s plus 38.19 plus b is minus, okay, minus 0.223 divided by s plus 261.8. Okay, now take Laplace inverse. I of t will be equal to 0.223 e power minus 38.19 t minus 0.223 e power minus 261.8 t. Okay, this is the equation for a transient current, but it is asked to find the maximum value of the transient current. Okay, so for finding the maximum value of the transient current, as you have seen in your maths or any other problematic subjects, you know you have to differentiate this equation with respect to time and equate it to 0. So differentiate di of t by dt and equate this is equal to 0. We get maximum value for anything. Okay, and to find the maximum value of any quantity, you have to differentiate that equation and equate it to 0. Okay, now we are going to differentiate this equation. What is the differentiation of this? This minus 38.19 will come before. So minus 38.19 into 0.223 e power minus 38.19 t. Here minus will come before. So plus 261.8 into 0.223 e power minus 261.8 t will be equal to 0. Differentiate this equation and equate it to 0. Okay, 38.19 into 0.223 will be equal to 8.516 e power minus 38.190 plus what is the value of 261.8 into 0.223, which will be 58.38 e power minus 261.80 will be equal to 0. Okay, so you can transfer this here. Okay, now this is minus. Okay, so minus 8.516 e power minus 38.190 will be equal to minus 58.38 e power minus 261.80. Okay, now what is take this e power term here and take this number here. Okay, so e power minus 38.190 divided by e power minus 261.80 will be equal to here 58.38 divided by 8.516. So e power minus 38.190 divided by e power minus 261.80 will be equal to, here divide this, that is 58.38 divided by 8.516 will be equal to 6.855, that is 6.855. Okay, now here both the exponential term are in division. Okay, now what is the equation? E power minus 38.190, and when it goes upside you will get plus 261.80. okay, which will be equal to 6.855. okay, now add this 2, that is minus 38.19 minus 38.19 plus 261.8 will be 223.61, that is e power 223.61 t will be equal to 6.855. okay, here it is exponential term, we get the answer. So take log on both sides, so we'll get 223.61 t will be equal to ln of 6.855. okay, now what is the answer for ln 6.885? ln 6.855 will be 1.925. 1.925, that is 223.61 t will be 1.925. Those t is equal to 1.925 divided by 223.61, that is 1.925 divided by 223.61 will be equal to t equal to 8.608 into 10 power minus 3. okay, so it will be time is equal to 8.6 milliseconds. This is the time, and you have to find the maximum current. So this is the time at which maximum current occurs. okay, so to find the condition at which maximum current occurs is get by making di of t by dt equal to 0. Sorry. Okay, now you have to put this value of t here to find the maximum value of current. okay, so to find the maximum value, so I of t will be equal to, that is maximum value will be equal to 0.223 e power minus 38.19 into this time 8.6 milliseconds minus 0.223 e power minus 261.8 into 8.6 milliseconds. okay, you have to calculate this. So 0.223 I have taken it common, so e power here what is this, 38.19 into 8.6 minus 3, that will be 0.328 minus here 261.8 into 8.6 milliseconds will be 2.25 e power 2.25. Okay, so e power 0.328 is 1.388 minus e power 2.25. Sorry, a mistake. Let's continue. This is minus, this is also minus. Okay, that is I max will be equal to e power minus 0.328 minus e power minus 2.25. Okay, into 0.223. Okay, now what is e power minus 0.328? 0.72. This is 0.72 minus e power minus 2.25 be 0.105. 0.105 into 0.223. Okay, the answer is 0.223 into 0.72 minus 0.105. 0.138 amperes. So the maximum value of current is 0.1378 amperes. Hope you have understood this problem. Already we have seen a series RLC circuit excited by a DC voltage and with initially relaxed conditions. Here now we are going to see about the same kind of problem, but there is an initial voltage of 50 volt on the capacitor. Okay, so a step voltage, that is DC voltage, is given to an RLC circuit. The values of RLC are given. Initial current of the circuit is assumed to be 0, that is I of 0 is assumed to be 0, and the initial voltage of 50 volt on the capacitor. Initial voltage means 1 by c integral minus infinity to 0 I of t dt will be equal to 50 volt. Okay, now draw the circuit. You have to draw the circuit for this problem because it is mentioned that the voltage opposes the supply voltage. So we have to draw the circuit and then note what is the direction of polarity of the voltage. Okay, so resistance 2 ohm, inductor 10 Henry, capacitance 5 farad, and it is said that there is an initial voltage of 50 volt on the capacitor in the direction which opposes applied source. So the voltage impressed on this capacitor is opposing this voltage. This voltage is plus minus. So if it opposes this and the polarity of this side is plus, this is minus, and it is 50 volt. Okay, so you have to note this and write correctly. Okay, now write KVL equations. We all know KVL equations. So 2I of t plus L di by dt 10 di of t by dt, and initial voltage is given as 50 volt. So 50 plus 1 by c integral 0 to t I of t dt will be equal to 100 u of t. Okay, so this 50 is taken as plus voltage added, that is this, and the voltage across the capacitor is opposing the supply voltage, means you have to take it as plus here. Okay, now write it 2I of t plus 10 di of t by dt. Take this 50 here. Okay, so plus 1 by 5 means 0.2 integral I of t dt equal to 100 minus 50. 100 minus 50 which will be equal to 50. Okay, 50 volt. So now apply Laplace. Laplace means 2i of s plus 10 si of s minus I of 0 plus 0.2 I of s by s equal to 50 by s. Here I of 0 is also assumed to be 0. Now take this I of s common outside. It is 2 plus 10s plus 0.2 by s equal to 50 by s. Now take LCM. 2s plus 10s squared plus 0.2 will by s will be equal to 50 by s. S gets cancelled. So I of s is equal to 50 divided by, I am writing it in order, s squared plus 2s plus 0.2. Take this 10 outside. 10 into s squared plus 2 by 10 s plus 0.2 by 10, which will be 5 divided by s squared plus 0.2 s plus 0.02 I of s. So if we find the roots of this equation, we will get underdamped case, that is we will get complex roots. Okay, we have already seen an underdamped case earlier, in which I have taught another method of solving. Here I am teaching you the different method. This is an easy method, I think so. Okay, so kindly understand. Okay, here you have to take the mode, equation mode, then take degree. Here it's a 2 degree, so second degree. The coefficient of s squared is 1 and coefficient of s is 0.2 and coefficient of constant is 0.02. You will get the roots are s is equal to minus 0.1. Notice this calculator. See this calculator, in the corner it is written as R2i. R2i means this is the real part. You have to find the imaginary part too. This roots are not only real, it is complex. So minus 0.1. So for finding the imaginary part, just press shift equal to. You will get plus 0.1j. Okay. Now find the second root, that is also minus 0.1. See, there is R2i. So shift equal to, we will get minus 0.1j. So don't miss this terms. Okay. Don't make errors while calculating these roots. Okay. Here there are complex roots. One is plus 0.1j, one is minus 0.1j. If they are complex roots, it will be underdamped. Okay. Now write the equations. I of s is equal to 5 divided by, one root is s minus of minus 0.1 plus 0.1j, that is one root. Another root is s minus 0.1 minus 0.1j. Okay. So we are going to solve by another method. Just listen. Okay. Just write the roots. Okay. Now expand this. S minus into minus will get plus 0.1. Minus into plus will get minus 0.1j. Here also s minus into minus, s plus 0.1. Minus into minus, you will get plus 0.1j. Okay. Now see these two denominators, two terms. Here s plus 0.1, here also s plus 0.1. Minus 0.1j, here plus 0.1j. What do you observe? This is like a minus b. This is like a plus b. What is a minus b into a plus b? A squared minus b squared. So we can solve like this. Okay. So 5 divided by A is s plus 0.1 the whole squared minus b squared. B is 0.1j the whole square. Okay, so 5 divided by s plus 0.1 the whole squared minus of j squared is minus 1, minus into minus plus 0.1 squared. Okay. Now if the term is this, in this form we can directly write the Laplace inverse. We have already seen many formulas, that is here s squared plus something squared, if it is in the denominator means it is either sine or cos, we know. Okay, so we know that Laplace of sine omega t is omega by s squared plus omega squared. Laplace of cos omega t is s by s squared plus omega squared. If this s is replaced by s plus something means we will get e power at, e power at or e power plus or minus at sin omega t, otherwise e power plus or minus at cos omega t. Okay, we know already these formulas. Okay, now this resembles like a numerator, there is no s. If there is no s here, then cos omega t will not be the option. Okay, so it is only sin omega t. So it is similar to this formula, but instead of s here we have s plus 0.1. Okay, so the correct formula applicable to this will be omega by Laplace inverse of omega divided by s plus a the whole squared plus omega squared. What is the answer? Here sin omega t, s plus a means you will get e power minus at. Just remember this formula. Okay, this is also similar to that. Okay, now if you have omega in the numerator means you will get this answer, but here what is omega here? 0.1. There is no 0.1 term in the numerator, so to make this equivalent to this you have to multiply and divide by 0.1. Here omega, what is omega? 0.1. So multiply 0.1 and divide 0.1 and then write the same. Now what will happen? Here we get 0.1 by this term. Here it is 5 by 0.1. 5 by 0.1 is 50. So 50 divided by 50 into 0.1 divided by s plus 0.1 the whole squared plus 0.1 squared. Okay, so this is similar to, that is omega divided by s plus a the whole squared plus omega squared here. Okay, now what will be the Laplace inverse I of t? 50 into, here e power minus at, so it is e power this term minus 0.1 t into sine of omega t, this sine of omega t 0.1 t. Okay, hope this method is very easy than that method. You can follow any method whichever you liked. Okay, hope you have understood this problem. Okay, now let us see another problem regarding RLC DC transients, which is a critically damped case. Critically damped case means here r by 12 the whole squared will be equal to 1 by LC. If you do the value for r by 12 the whole squared equal to 1 by LC, you will get it is as today we are going to see about RLC DC transients, which is a critically damped case. So after seeing the problem, you have to find the values of r by 12 the whole squared and 1 by LC. If both are equal, it is critically damped case. Now we are going to solve the problem. So by applying KVL, we are going to write the equations, that is 300 I of t plus L is 1 di of t by dt and plus 1 by c is 44.44 into 10 power minus 6 integral I of t dt will be equal to the supply voltage DC voltage, that is 100 I have written it directly because here there is no clue about the initial conditions, so we have to assume the initial conditions to be 0. So I have directly written the equation. Now apply Laplace inverse. Laplace, that is 300 I of s plus 1 s I of s minus I of 0 plus what is 1 by 44.44 exponential minus 6, that is inverse will be equal to 22,502. So it is 22,502. Integral of I of t is I of s by s will be equal to 100 by s. Okay, now this initial conditions are taken as 0, so I of s into 300 plus s plus 22,502 by s will be equal to 100 by s. Okay, now take this LCM. LCM is s, so it is 300s plus s squared plus 22,502 will be equal to 100 by s. S gets cancelled, so I of s is equal to 100 divided by, I have written it in this order, s power 2 plus 300s plus 22,502. Okay, so here this r by 12 the whole square is 1 by LC, so it is critically damped, that is the roots will be equal. If you find the roots of this equation, the roots will be equal. Let's try it. So to find the roots of the equation, you have to go for equation mode. Equation mode degree. Here it is a second degree equation, so 2. What is A? A is 1 and B is 300 and C is 22,502. Okay, now the roots are 150 and 150. So the roots are here, the roots are, that is minus 150 comma minus 150. So we can write the equation as I of s is equal to 100 divided by s plus 150 into s plus 150, that is 100 divided by s plus 150 the whole square. Okay, so now take Laplace inverse. We can directly take Laplace inverse for this formula. As you know, that is Laplace of t e power at. What is t e power at? T for Laplace of t is n factorial, that is 1 factorial divided by, if it is e power at, you will write es minus a power n plus 1. N is here 1, so 1 plus 1 2. This is the Laplace of t e power at. If the Laplace inverse of 1 by s minus a the whole square is t e power at. If it is 1 by s plus a the whole square is, it is t e power minus at. So we can write it as 100 t e power minus 150t. That's the answer. Okay, thank you.
Queries? Please feel free to ask your doubts and clarifications in the comments section. Thanks for watching this video. Wish you all the best. Please subscribe this channel for more updates. Thank you.